Racism, the belief that one race is superior to another, is a big and weighty topic. I'd like to address just one form of racism that I recently learned about, and one that I'm embarrassed to say that I've inadvertently perpetuated my whole life. At the end of this brief program, we'll provide additional recommendations for relevant materials on racism that I've found valuable. Ed and I recently traveled to the Republic of Georgia with a group of pilgrims. It was a trip organized by an organization called Illuminated Journeys. One of the leaders was a wise young woman who challenged us to confront what for me has been a personal blind spot. I never knew why those of us of European ancestry call ourselves Caucasian. Do you know why? It goes back to an 18th century German anatomist, Johann Blumenbach, who visited the Caucasus Mountains. These are mountains located between the Caspian and the Black Seas, right where Europe and Asia come together. Historical accounts claim that this guy Blumenbach was so enchanted with these blue-eyed, light-skinned people in the Caucasus that he labeled them Caucasians. And he proposed that they were created in God's image as an ideal form of humanity. Blumenbach divided the human species into 5 races. Caucasian was the white race, Mongolian the yellow race, Malayan the brown race, Ethiopian the black race, and American the red race. He considered the Caucasians to be the first race on Earth consistent with the then common conception of the Caucasus as a place of human origin. He later asserted that the Northern European type of Caucasian represented the perfect form. 2 things I want to point out here. First, the logic behind the belief that the Caucasians exhibited the best physical appearance is completely racist. Second, we know that our species first appeared in Africa, so the anthropology underlying the belief is faulty as well. Unfortunately, even though the 5-race typology has been disproven, the term Caucasian still has wide currency in the US. The worst part of this for me is that I've been using this term all my life, not even knowing where the Caucasus Mountains were. It saddens me to reflect on the countless times that I've unconsciously checked that box Caucasian when filling out forms. And it makes me wonder, in what other ways am I unknowingly perpetuating evil and inaccurate beliefs? Do you ever think about the ways that you might be perpetuating this or other beliefs that are false? Or do you believe perhaps that these beliefs are justified? I'm grateful to have visited the Caucasus Mountains, and I'm grateful to that wise woman on our pilgrimage who opened my eyes to, number 1, the instance of racism in my life, and number 2, the ease of slipping into such mindless bigotry. At the deepest level, this experience has challenged me to open my heart and to lead with justice and love for all people, no matter what the race or circumstances. And at a very practical level, the experience challenges me to critically examine the language that I use and the language of people around me, since I know that language shapes the way I think and behave. If you've found value in this program, please do give the thumbs up or click that subscribe button. It really does matter. Also, please post any comments or questions you may have for me. I am interested and I'll respond promptly. For example, can you think of other forms of hidden racism? In addition, just so you know, I'll be posting a new episode of this YouTube channel each Tuesday at 6 a.m. Eastern Time. For further information on addressing racism, we recommend the following resources. First, a TEDx talk by Candace Watts Smith presenting 3 myths about racism. Also, a TEDx talk by Megan Ming Francis about getting to the root of racial injustice. And again, for a look at my experiences with racism growing up on a remote leprosy station in Paraguay, South America, we recommend my memoir, Nothing Bad Between Us, as well as our new historical novel, Called, release date November 2, 2021. The web addresses of each of these are in the show notes. And remember, we are together on this journey.